So in this video, we're gonna talk a little bit about Rucas vs Riarkle, and I'm also gonna give you guys my first impressions of the first episode of the show The Flash and the first episode of the show The Next Step, and which one of the shows impressed me more and which one that I decided that I'm gonna watch first. What's going on, YouTube? So here's a video that I cannot believe has not been made yet. At least not by me. Probably because I didn't really deem it necessary. But then again, I've made videos that weren't really necessary before, such as Riarkle vs Rucas, when clearly one ship is obviously better than the other, but I made the video anyways, for entertainment value. Not because the ships are actually close with one another. So I figured, why not do the same thing with Riarkle and Rucas? So let's start with Rucas. Rucas is one of those ships that doesn't really have any build-up at all. The two people involved in the ship met in like the first or second episode, and they instantly had an attraction to one another, and they just instantly decided to date. No build-up, no story, no anything. It was just like, hey, we're gonna have this guy and we're gonna have this girl and they're gonna be together because we said so. And apparently that was enough to gather a decent fan base somehow. Rucas is one of those ships that if they're gonna impress you, they're gonna have to do it chemistry-wise. But I typically prefer the slow build-up, not so slow to the point to where it takes forever for anything to happen, like another ship that I know that I talked about recently. Because at that point, I just stopped caring. I mean, the build-up cannot be so slow that literally seasons go by before the audience gets anything significant from their ship. I don't like build-ups that are that slow. But I typically do like a ship that takes its time, at least somewhat. I want them to build up a story and build up a bunch of moments before they just jump in a relationship together. Which, in my opinion, is more of what Riarkle is. They're one of those slow building ships, but they've also had a lot of moments along the way. And it's not as if they're just like, you know, in the third season of the show and nothing has really happened with them. Now don't get me wrong now, quick moving relationships and ships can work. I mean, it really depends on the person's preference, really. Some people don't like waiting at all for their favorite two people to get together. But like I said, in my opinion, the quicker that two people get together on a TV show, the better their chemistry has to be. Because if you just throw two people together with like no build up or story whatsoever, and their chemistry is subpar, well then you just have a bad ship. That's what Rucas is essentially. They're a quick thrown together ship with no build up at all, no real storyline, no chemistry, and the only reason that they're even together at all is because the show is trying to duplicate another show that came before this one. They're trying to be exactly like another show. That's why Rucas is even a thing at all. And it's just so obvious, which is why I'm actually in shock that anybody above the age of 12 could actually get behind this ship. Because Rucas literally has no substance at all. And on the flip side, you have a ship like Riarkle, which started off as friends, and not just friends, but friends that you would probably never really see as a couple, that has slowly but surely built its way to a romantic having chemistry-filled ship that fans actually want to see together, while at the same time remaining close friends like they've always been. And I love ships that can make me change my mind, because at one point, I was one of those people. I was one of those people that didn't really want Riley and Fargo together and couldn't care less about the ship. But with good writing and slowly building chemistry, they made me change my mind. Because I watched their relationship grow over time. I watched it evolve. I watched it change from a platonic friendship to a potential romantic relationship. And that's pretty special to me. Riarkle was always a work in progress, and they steadily evolved over the seasons. Whereas Rucas, like I said before, was just thrown together. And the writers just expected us to care just because they were supposed to be just like Cory and Topanga. But sorry, no, it doesn't work that way. You need to make me care. You cannot just tell me to care. Maybe that works with the little children that watch your show, but everybody else is not gonna buy it. Which is why Lucaya and Riarkle have bigger fan bases. At least bigger fan bases with the older crowd anyways. Rucas may outnumber us as far as, you know, the kiddies are concerned. Rucas to me is the definition of rushed and uninspired. Rucas is just so plain and unoriginal that, like I said in a previous video, Rucas is not gonna be remembered years from now. It's gonna be one of those ships that gets forgotten as soon as the show ends. Whereas Riarkle, I feel like, has a chance, if the writers want to cooperate, to be something really special. Perhaps even on Lucaya's level kind of special. But we'll see if the writers decide to tap into that potential in season 4 if we do get one. And I really hope they do, because it's gonna be such a wasted opportunity if they don't. So to wrap all of this up, it probably goes without saying on which ship that I think is better. I don't even think that there's a contest. Riarkle's story is better. Riarkle's build-up is better. Riarkle's chemistry is better. There is literally not a single thing about Rucas that is better than Riarkle. Case closed. So now one more thing I want to touch on before wrapping up this video. I did end up watching the first episode of The Flash and the first episode of The Next Step. Since both shows got so many votes, I decided to just watch both of them, at least the first episode of both of them, and give them both a chance to win me over. So what did I think about it? Well, I watched The Flash first, and I have to say, people, right away, there was a ship that caught my eye. And I forgot the girl's name, but I know you guys know who I'm talking about. Apparently her and Barry, I think his name is. I'm still learning names, people. But I believe her and Barry lived in the same house and grew up together or whatever. And they're like brother and sister, but they're not actually brother and sister. The chemistry between them and also their backstory is what caught me right away. Now, I don't ship them at the moment, but I definitely have my eye on them. And please, no spoilers. I don't want to know about anything that happens in the future between them. I want to find out for myself. Please and thank you. But as far as the episode itself, it was very entertaining. It gave me a Spider-Man first movie type of feel, and I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and the episode had plenty of action and everything, so yeah, I mean, I was impressed. And as far as the next step is concerned, the next step was a bit weird to me. It wasn't really bad, but it was just really strange. Like the whole production or whatever. And it's kind of funny because it's almost like the acting was too good to the point to where it actually felt like a reality show or something instead of a TV show sitcom. Like when they talked to the cameras, it really felt like it was like some kind of reality show. And I didn't really like that. Like when Backstage does it, it still feels like a show to me, even though they're talking to the camera as if there's like an audience there or something. But when the Next Step does it, I don't know, it just feels and looks weird. And I knew that there was gonna be a lot of dancing going on and everything, to the point to where there was literally nothing else going on. And that's something else I didn't really like very much. I mean, the first 5 to 10 minutes of dancing was pretty cool, but after a while, it's like, okay, can something else happen now? Now, that being said, the acting definitely stayed pretty good overall, and the show did intrigue me enough to maybe watch more of it in the future. It really gave me I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Bring It On, but it really gave me like a Bring It On kind of feel to it. Just because of how they're competing against other people and everything. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was okay. It was even borderline good, but just like I said, it was really strange. And if I had to pick one show to watch before the other one, I definitely have to go with The Flash. But the next step did intrigue me enough to maybe watch it in the future. Now, when that is, I don't know. But let me know what you guys thought about all of this in the comment section below. And let me know who you ship more between Rucas and Riarkle and why. And also let me know your feelings on The Flash and the next step, without giving away any spoilers. But I'm done talking. If you guys really enjoy my videos and want to help me make even more videos for you guys going forward, check out that Patreon link in the description box. And if you guys really enjoyed this video, you know what to do. But as always, until next time.